as much as you loved us. I think the fact that you're here today says that's really what happened. And the fact that you're surrounded by all of these people says that love is very much a part of your life. So I think the challenge that we hear from Dr. Carter and that we hear in life and we hear from the university and servant leadership is to take that love and spread it. That's not easy sometimes, but I'm sure that's something we can do. Well, we're coming to that part of the ceremony where we welcome you into our community of scholars. It's called the hooding. And a few of you, I know Jim asked me, and there was somebody asked me about the robes you're wearing. They have these long things coming out at the bottom. If you ever take a close look at the robes, and they've changed over the years, the undergraduate is more of an open sleeve. The master's robe has this long kind of tube hanging down, and then I get these puffy things. They've also changed in style and what they were used for. Think about it. What were the original universities like? Especially the universities in Europe, where, you know, we have winter, and wind, and rain, and cold. Robes were helping keep you warm. The hood wasn't decorative. It was to put over your head and keep the draft out. But I'm told, and I haven't found this out for sure, that that long little thing hanging down works real well if you have a scroll and you roll it up and you tuck it in. You'll notice there are no pockets in those robes. So those are your pockets. Also on the bottom of your hood, and here again, this is hearsay, there's a little flap, a little tab that kind of hangs down. That's supposedly where the loose change goes. We'll just have to do some more research and find out if this is all true. This time I'd like to invite a colleague and a friend and a person who's been with the MASCL program for many, many years to come up and to head the hooding ceremony, Dr. Cecilia Wooden.
Well, graduates, as Dr. Sondlein said, it's about time for us to more formally welcome you into the community of scholars. And just by the way, if you notice, I'm the only one with a hat on up here. It's mainly because I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and in 54 days we celebrate this silly 2-minute horse race there at the first afternoon. So I'm trying to get into the spirit of a derby hat. I want to remind you something that you probably heard early on in your orientation. Dr. Sondlein read you a quote from Dr. John Cotter's book, Leading Change. And it seems particularly appropriate right now, and it speaks, I believe, about all of you. People who are making an effort to embrace the future are a happier lot than those that are clinging to the past. That's not to say that learning how to become a part of the 21st century enterprise is easy. But people who are attempting to grow, to become more comfortable with change, to develop their leadership skills, these, you, men and women, are typically driven by a sense that what you're doing right is right not only for yourselves, but for your families, for your organizations, and certainly for our society. And that sense of purpose spurs you on and inspires you during the roughest of periods. You think about what that quote may have meant to you when you started this program and what it may mean to you now. You may have held on to that as you proceeded through the past 18 months, and I hope you will carry that as a banner forward. We're going to proceed with our hooding ceremony, and I'd like to make a little bit of a housekeeping point. We have our photographer here who will take photographs of the graduates during their hooding ceremony, but I very, very much want to encourage families. As your son, daughter, spouse, colleague comes up, please come right down the center aisle with your camera. Take a nice, good set of close-ups so that can be your own personal way of participating also in the hooding ceremony, but also creating some great memories for you. So if we're ready, we'll go ahead and proceed. From the University of California, Irvine, undergraduate degree in history from Cold Spring, New York. As you notice, the red cords, those are honor cords for students who have achieved a 3.8 GPA, which is not easy in graduate school. Not with you.
Good thing grades are in.
I think we deserved that, didn't we? From State University of New York, Fredonia, undergraduate degree in communication. From Euclid, Ohio, Erica Foreman. The learning team picks their own. It's called a spirit leader, and by the vote of the learning team, using the characteristics of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, one who gives unselfishly to the learning team, one who promotes learning and spiritual growth, one who demonstrates the best characteristics of being not only a team member but a leader as well. Our next candidate from San Francisco State University is our spirit leader for LT25, undergraduate degree in television and radio from Bronxville, New Jersey, Alyssa Holland. Undergraduate degree in communication from Beach City, Texas, Jeannie Newman. University of Houston, Clearwater, undergraduate degree in business from Houston, Texas, Wendy Parker. And if you have not already, will you move your tassels to your left side? Thank you. And graduates, may I ask you to please stand and face your families? As Dr. Jules said, they loaned you to us for a while. Would you give your families and loved ones a round of applause? You may be seated.
A little bit more of my history lesson from before. If you notice, all the hoods are, the insides are blue and white. Those are the Seton colors. Mine is not purple, the inside of the hood. It's violet. That's New York University's color, violet. The collars are really important. I've got the darker blue for PhD. Dr. Duell has that beige brown, which is for management. And you all have white, which stands for arts, because the gold one would be for the sciences. So you're from the College of Arts and Sciences, white is for the arts part. So all of this has meaning. I've never figured out what the stripes are. Maybe I'm sorry. This is just, you know, I heard somebody saying up here as they were walking by, I'm getting those puffy sleeves next. Ones with the stripes. And before you do, please give me a call. That's an incredible journey. At this point, we'd like to hear from a representative of the graduates. And as Dr. Wooden mentioned, we look for the person with the highest GPA. And I have to tell you, the highest GPA was very close to the second highest and the third highest. It was really tight. So if you thought you were in there, you were in there. And to speak to the students and to all of us on behalf of the learning team,